Bett Bollhoefer for Embodied Product. Today I'm bringing you a really great tool that I use with my clients. This helps them look at their entire organization from the basics of safety all the way to the mission and the system impact of their organization. It's based on spiral dynamics, and it's going to really give a framework for how to think about your organization. So you might be wondering, what is spiral dynamics and how does that relate to organizations? It's actually a framework that was developed originally for stages of human development, but it's also really valuable for cultural development, including organizations. I don't actually know if anyone else is using it in this specific way. I may have developed that myself, and I find it really useful and suited the founders I work with. Each stage has a color that represents a different worldview and value system. It goes from survival and tribal instincts all the way to power, order, and achievement, community, system thinking, and finally, holistic and global awareness. Each color isn't better than the last. It's just a different level that needs a different set of needs and values. And all organizations need all of the levels filled in. What I like to call this is looking for holes in your spiral, because those holes are going to get you. We're going to jump into this. I've created some slides. The first thing we're going to start with is beige. And this is about the physical safety and the physical needs of you, your team, your customers. And you can just glance through this slide to see the different things. We're humans. We are not robots. And so we need to set up our work environment thinking about the human body, the soul, the physical needs of the body. There's some basics here. Does your schedule allow your people to be awesome and creative, or is it very challenging on that creativity? Going down to the physical posture, are you allowing people to set up ergonomic postures, or is there physical danger involved? Do they have the training they need to be safe? Do they have the equipment, PPE, for example? How about repetitive stress injuries? Are you making sure that they are avoiding those? All right, we're going to go to purple now. So you have all these relationships. Are you building strong, healthy relationships with everyone? Do you have any room for magic, nature, comic energy in your organization and also in your products and services? And what role does love play in any of this? Now let's talk about red. Red is strong. It's that tribal kind of warlord energy. And it's very healthy. It can be a very healthy energy. So, do you have a goal, a mission, a vision? How is it unique in the world? You really want to find something that's different than everyone else. Red is that differentiation. How do you define and abide and create clear boundaries in who you are and who do you serve and how you serve? And do you feel comfortable declining things that are not right? Blue, oh my goodness. Blue is the place where most people's eyes just glaze over. They just don't want to deal with it. So let's talk about blue. It is all the processes, it's hierarchy, it's paperwork, it's following the law of the land. So just, I'm not even going to read all this, but there's so much here, right? All the processes, the procedures, taxes, contracts, scheduling. Just take a moment here to look through all this. Do you have plans and processes around your communication, how your website is updated? All this stuff has to be managed. It is very important. We're going to now go to orange. Now, orange is where we make money. It's the profit, it's the margin. But not everyone has that strength. There's a lot of nonprofits that are thinking about serving, but they're not thinking about being sustainable. Orange is not an icky place. It's actually really important to have healthy orange. So you want to have a budget. You want to have processes around paying your staff, all of this cost, time reviews on profit and loss, controllership around your costs. Otherwise, you're going to lose control of your organization. And you can go ahead and read all the rest of this pricing. It's very important to keep on top. Even if you are a nonprofit, you still need to be running a sustainable organization. Green. People get very excited about green and they forget about some of the other ones. But let's go through green. Are you bringing more value with diversity? Team members, customers, partners, employees? Is your end-to-end supply chain green and fair and sustainable? Like, for instance, if you're making some kind of product, do you have a plan for end of life? Is there a way to recycle it? And are you having processes to listen and get feedback from your customers, your staff, your partners, everybody? Listening is a really important part of green. Yellow. A lot of people stay in green. They love the listening, they love the empathy, but then they don't get stuff done, right? We got to get it done. Yellow is about getting the impact into the world. We don't just sit around listening to each other, feeling good feelings. No, we have to get it done. So yellow is about mission driven. Is your mission improving a specific aspect? And that very word, that specific, is a very important word. A lot of people are trying to fix 25 different random problems. You got to be focused. What is exactly you are going to do in the world? Are you action oriented? Are you sitting around thinking deep thoughts? What's your say do ratio? Ratio is you say something and then you did it. What is that ratio? It should be a 1-to-1, right? You did it, you said it, and you did it. How likely are you to get your roadmap implemented on time, on budget, and on quality? All right, so that is the slides that I have today. And I think it's very important for you to take a moment on each of these questions and see where are the holes, where are the weaknesses. What I find with my clients is that people find there's certain levels that are so dumb. They'll say it's irrelevant. No, this is not relevant for me. So for instance, a nonprofit would be like, we are not worrying about money. We're not going to worry about that. We're not going to make a budget. We're not going to think about that. Really? You're not going to make it. There's other people who are like, oh, we're not going to do all that blue. We don't want to have any, that's too boring. The IRS is going to get you. It's going to get you. So these things that you think are boring, not important, dumb, you need to find somebody, you need to hire somebody and pay them to take care of that stuff, because that's the weak links that are going to challenge your organization over time. And these are the places where you're not going to be able to keep going because those flaws are going to hold you back. So go through this, find 3 areas that you feel are quite challenging for you. Maybe too boring, maybe they are very important and you know that they are important. And then write down your intentions. How can you fill in these gaps? Is it hiring a team? Is it just taking some time in your week to work on it? If it's so challenging for you and you realize like, hey, it is probably important, but I can't do it because it's just there's some mental block, it might be time to reconnect with your purpose, right? And say, hey, if I want to continue to thrive and bring my impact to the world, I'm going to have to do this paperwork. I'm going to have to create onboarding processes for my new team members, something that might seem so boring and low level. Also, delegation is so important as leaders. You have to find ways to get things off your plate to other people. So having a team conversation could be really important here. If you have something that you're like, oh man, I just can't handle this, have a conversation and get it off of your plate. So if you'd like to go deeper into any of this, I would be so happy to come in and help you. I have a free workbook on my website, bettbollhoefer.com, and I also do consulting. So you can bring me in. I can help you pinpoint exactly the places where you need to get unblocked, and I can help you make a plan around that. I love helping founders and creators and innovators and help them get focused on the things that matter and get unblocked. So bettbollhoefer.com is my website. I'm so excited for whatever your mission is. I hope this presentation was really helpful. Thanks.